Welcome home to USA Global TV and Radio, a place where dreams take flight, with authentic storytelling, diverse perspectives and meaningful conversations, where global stories unite and bridges are built beyond all borders. Discover world-class education, entertainment, hope and inspiration. Together, we're building bridges worldwide. Subscribe to our channel, USA Global TV. Download our app, USA Global TV. Be our guest or join our team. Visit usaglobaltv.com. Thanks to our founder and executive producer, Dr. Jacalyn Kerbeck. Music score by Yeffy Tang from Cloud Road Music. Voiceover artist Mike Porter. Creative direction by Paul Garcia. USA Global TV and Radio. Your home for global connection. All rights reserved. This video and its contents are the exclusive property of USA Global TV and Radio. Unauthorized use, duplication or redistribution in any form is strictly prohibited.
Hello and welcome to USA Global TV and Radio. This is It's Your Healthy Lifestyle show, hosted by the founder of this platform, Dr. Jacalyn Kerbeck, and myself, Roland Friedl. How important is your health and fitness to you? We show you how you can easily eat healthier every day, how you can improve your fitness and recover much quicker after your exercises and workouts. Families will learn how to optimize their children's health and nutrition. And finally, you will also hear how you live a long, healthy, and fit life into your old age. Join us here on It's Your Healthy Lifestyle.
Hello, and welcome to USA Global TV and Radio, where we proudly provide world-class education, entertainment, hope, and inspiration. I'm Dr. Jacalyn Kerbeck, and our show today is It's Your Healthy Lifestyle. It's all about the steps. I know for me, it's about the Apple Watch, which I'm not a paid spokesperson, waiting to be, but not happening yet. But I can't do anything without my watch. My watch is with me all the time. It's tracking my sleep. It's tracking my steps, tracking my heart rate. And it's all about having knowledge and also being a little psycho. Today, joining me is the star of our show. His name is Roland Friedl. He's a dear friend. He is an expert interviewer and broadcaster. He has his own platform. He's been helping men all across the world for years. He has started many businesses. He has worked and does work for some of the biggest companies in the world. He calls himself a Mantrepreneur, and he said it's not about being outside the box because there is no box. Let's welcome Roland Friedl to the program. Hello.
Hello, Dr. Jacalyn. Hello to our audience. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're joining us. Great to be here again. And by the way, you look amazing.
Oh, thank you so much. You know, I noticed that most of my wardrobe is black and white. I look in the closet, I'm like, what black and white thing am I going to wear today? Do you tend to gravitate towards the same colors?
That looks good. I love it.
No, I'm saying for you, but for you, thank you. Do you tend to wear the same colors or do you branch out?
I love dark blue. Dark blue is one of my favorite colors.
Okay. I know you've got some dark blue glasses, not today, for our friends.
One of the red ones, yeah, because I have a dark blue shirt. Yeah, I have glasses in different colors, yeah.
Yeah, it looks nice.
But I'm not Elton John, don't call me Elton John. I'm very bad in singing.
You can't sing?
No, not really good. I mean, I do sing, but I don't know.
I'm sure you have a beautiful
yesterday I was reading a joke that a guy was sitting outside a house and said, my wife is singing, so I sit outside so that the neighbors don't believe that I beat her.
I guess he's saying she doesn't sing very well then, huh?
Well, by the way, laughing is very good for health.
Yes, yeah, I sing all the time. I love to sing. But our topic today, I think, is really important, and not because we're in the beginning of a new year, but I know for me, I'm always tracking my exercise. You know, I'm all about the gold stars, and I recently had a milestone, but it's actually just a way of life for me. And it's just part of who I am. And for some people, it's really difficult to have discipline and structure, especially when it comes to fitness and health. Tell us about what it is that you do on a daily to keep in shape.
I do on a daily basis. Oh, a lot of stuff, small stuff. First of all, I really walk every day with my dog. So I love walking. So I really do some call it a cardio program. So I love to be outside in nature. Even when I have breaks in between, when I'm hosting seminars or workshop, I go out of the hotel and walk around, or when I do it online, stuff like that. So I do a lot of walking on a daily basis. I will go deeper a little bit later on that. I do my workout 3 to 4 times a week. To be honest, the older I become, the more it's more about stretching. I do a lot of stretching, but I also do weightlifting, but not heavy weights, just to stay in shape, because I'm very focused on my core muscles, on my core body. So I do a workout 30-40 minutes a day. I think or I believe that I eat very healthy. I mean, some people will say that's not healthy because I eat a lot of meat, but grass-fed beef, so I eat very natural. For example, this morning I had a bulletproof coffee in the morning. Bulletproof coffee means I brew up a nice organic coffee, and then have a large tablespoon of organic butter and a large tablespoon of C8 CMT, very good coconut oil. And then I mix it, and that's my morning so-called breakfast. It gives me a good energy. The fat makes me saturated, so I don't feel hungry. And in today, normally I have I eat around 4 p.m. my time here, but we had another show, so I was eating a little bit earlier. I had a nice grass-fed beef steak, and a friend of mine he brought me some spinach. So I had a little bit of spinach today. So that's my diary plan. So I eat very clean. I work out every day, almost every day. I walk my dog. I drink a lot of water. I don't smoke alcohol very occasionally. And I surround myself with positive people. That's what I do.
It's
Having fun.
yeah, it's definitely a recipe for success. I know for me, I just started drinking these protein shakes. I was buying them at a certain place and I thought, well, this is getting to be quite expensive. So I looked up the ingredients. I didn't know how much of this or that, but now I'm making this protein shake that I have in the morning, and it has about 50 grams of protein in it, no sugar. And I use frozen blueberries instead of the ice. So a banana, protein powder. I use peanut butter, which I know peanut butter has some sugar in it, almond butter, and I think that's it. And it is delicious.
Sounds delicious. I do protein shakes, chocolate or vanilla, also with fruits, when I have a craving for dessert or something like that.
Mhm.
So after the steak, I have a shake. Yeah, I love protein shakes too. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't eat a lot of meat. Not that I have anything against it. It's just I'm not into the taste of it that much. So I need a lot of protein with all the working out that I do. So that's giving me that. So, and then as I mentioned, I have this Apple Watch which tracks everything. And what I found is, since we're talking about steps today, is if I go in and do one workout class, which I'm always giving it above and beyond, doing amplifications, it's not enough to hit the 620 calories that I want to burn every day. So sometimes even 2 classes isn't enough. So if I'm doing weight training and I'm doing cardio, it's still not enough with 2 classes, that I have to do 3 classes in order to hit the 6 something. And that could be 3 hours of exercise, which seems crazy, but I don't know, that's the way that it works.
Yeah. Oh, wow. That's a lot of stuff. Well, to be honest, I stopped counting calories totally, because I don't eat many carbs, so I can eat whatever I want. I don't count calories. Well, it's funny because in preparation of the show for the day, I said, because I don't like fake news and stuff like that. I only share my own experience, what I really do for myself on a daily basis. So I said, okay, I'm going to talk about 10,000 steps. How many steps do I go every day? Because I don't track them at all. So I was thinking about the app. I have this smartphone with this fruit in the logo, and they have an app. It's called, I don't know, Health, like Health or something like that. Look. Yeah, with the red heart, the white app with the red heart. Yeah, it's the app from iPhone Health, and I deleted it 2 years ago because I didn't want to be tracked. And I thought last week, I thought, oh, maybe I download it again because I was looking for it. It's not on my smartphone again, and I thought, oh, it's in the App Store. I can download it again and see how many steps I really do on a daily basis, because I don't want to tell our audience something I'm not doing by myself. So I was tracking myself, but what was very interesting as a side effect was that Apple still tracked me. Even the app was not on my iPhone, so I could see all my steps on my calorie for the last 2 years. It was interesting. So they track me anyway, if it's on my phone or not. But yeah, I do I would say on a normal working day, which means for me normally Monday to Thursday, I do between 11 and 12,000 steps. That's what the app showed me. And on the weekend, it's 15 to 8,000 on the average. Sometimes more, but 15 to 8,000. But I don't look at the app, so I don't force myself. Oh, I have to do more steps. I just walk because I love to walk. I love to be in nature. I love to walk my dog. That's what I do. But for people who especially for beginners, I strongly believe it's very helpful and supportive to use some gadgets. First of all, that you don't lie on yourself, so you get really a feedback, and you said, "Oh my, I did 10,000," and then you look at a gadget, oh, it was only 4,000 or 5,000, whatever. So it gives you a real feedback. I think this is very, very important. Not only about the steps you're doing, but also the calories you burn. As you said, most people will think 600 calories is not so much. I guess I think a croissant has more than 1,000 calories. So having a croissant, I do one of the classes, and I know that you're really exhausting your classes, Dr. Jacalyn. And then you say, oh, even 2 classes are not, I don't reach 600, so even not a croissant. So I believe that these gadgets are very, very helpful for people to get a realistic feedback about their calorie burn and the calorie intake. I think it's very realistic. I don't use it anymore because I'm used to it, and I know exactly what I'm doing. But for most people, it's I guess it's a good way to have a good protocol.
I agree. It's like having an accountability partner, I feel like. And
Yeah.
it's interesting because on the Apple Watch, the designation is move, MOVE, not calories, but how much movement you're getting. And the watch will buzz me various times during the day, and it'll show me where I am. It's like a big question mark. Like, what are you doing? Why aren't you doing something? And the thought of taking a day off doesn't seem to be part of the whole process, because people will say you really need to take a day or two off. But if you're wearing the watch, it doesn't give you grace for that. So it's interesting. I also think it's interesting they're tracking you when you deleted the app, and they're still tracking you anyway. It's crazy.
Yeah, but I use a second app because it's combined with the Apple. It's called Fitness, and just to show it to our audience. You can see it from the mirror because my
can't see it. Here, let me put you up and see if we can see it.
I don't get your shit. No, it's
not nothing.
No. Anyway, so what I did today is in the morning I made 12,000. Just to give our audience an example, I did 12,432 steps. This is 9 kilometers. 9 kilometers is 5.5 miles more or less. And I only burned, like this calculation, 364 calories. That's not much. So most people believe, okay, I walked 12,000 steps. I do 5 miles, 6 miles, and then I can eat whatever. It's not. No, it's not. It's only 360 calories. It's not much. It's a bite from a croissant, or just licking or even smelling on an ice cream. It's not really much.
I know you're right about that. It's interesting because we don't burn as many calories as we think we are burning. And then here's another thing. So I know people who their big part of their workout is walking. That's what they do on a regular basis. And walking is great, right? So I'm not really doing any walking at all. And I get some steps in, but not much because I'm not going too far. And the classes, although like if I go to solid core, bar, strength training, the classes are really hard, but it doesn't translate into steps. Mm-hmm. So if I were tracking 10,000 steps doing what I'm doing today, I'm never going to get there. And yesterday I did a solid core class. I think it was my 1,000 second. And then I did a yoga class, hot yoga. And together with both of those, I burned only 400 calories and had no steps really. So it is really interesting to look at it, because if you are a hardcore walker, some people with weights and whatever, that's a totally different exercise than doing the things that I'm doing. So I think it's about a matter of mixing it up.
Absolutely. And I strongly believe that walking it's not enough, but it's a good cardio program in addition, and I love it. But I also believe it's a good start for beginners or people who had a long break for whatever reason they didn't join a gym or did any sport. It's a good way for starting a sports fitness comeback. Just starting walking, especially when you're a little bit obese, overweight, is good to walk, because you can walk everywhere. You don't need a special gear or something. Yeah, when it's raining, maybe you need some special clothes when it's cold, but you can walk everywhere. And I travel a lot, and I can walk everywhere. And sometimes, when I have to fly to Lisbon to see one of my top clients, and I said, "Oh my gosh, the first night I'm staying at the airport hotel." So what I will do, I will just walk the fire stairs, or stepping like that, because they don't have a gym there. So there's always a way. I strongly believe walking is a very good start for fitness comeback. For starters, it's a good start, but it's not enough, because, as we said, you're not burning calories. For fat loss, it's a good start, but you still have to work out. Yeah, you build up your muscles, you to increase your metabolism, stuff like that. So, and I guess, it's not a topic of today, but most important, I want to share, because we have been talking about calories. But what really burn on calories is nutrition is absolutely critical. Because I see it so many times from friends of mine, when they starting going to the gym or running or whatever, then they afterwards are so hungry. And then they eat a lot of stuff inside, a much more calorie than they burned. And then they're wondering why they're not losing weight and getting in shape. Because we believe that we burn much more than in reality is. And so that's why I say it's a good start to use gadgets like this to get a realistic feedback, because most people are so hungry after, and everybody, I was at the gym an hour, or I was running half an hour or whatever, so I can eat this and that. No. I don't know what your experience is.
I think that's funny. Yeah, I know. It's absolutely crazy. You talked a minute ago about a croissant, which, for people who don't know, we're talking about like a baked item, right? It has a lot of butter and flour and sugar and whatnot. So I'd like to, just because what we're talking about today with the steps and with fitness and nutrition, I gave up sugar over, let's see, it was at the end of December, not for a New Year's resolution, just because I know it's not good for me. And I actually could see like my skin wasn't looking the same. So somebody can be working out and doing all the things that they need to do in that area, and then they're eating fried foods, they're eating a lot of sugar. How will that impact what it is they're doing? Will they still be able to stay in shape, or does it have a negative effect if you're not watching what you're eating?
Well, we have 2 points, and I learned it from a very good friend of mine. He's a few years older, and he an Irish guy, and his slogan was always, "What is faster than an apple?" When we talk about fast food, what is faster than an apple? And he started running marathon with 40. I remember he was 40 when the first marathon, and I started a few years earlier. And then he did all ultra marathons in the desert Gobi, in the Sahara Desert, I don't know where. There's 4 crazy in 1 year. He was 50 something. And he told me, and they said, "Roland, I was not and people die on the way, by the way. People die on these trips." And he said, then I come to my point. He said, "Roland, I was not the fittest one, but I was the most healthiest one." So we have to distinguish between being fit and being healthy. You can be very healthy and not fit, but you can be also very fit but not healthy. Yeah. What you mentioned, Dr. Jacalyn, you can work out like crazy or do a lot of sport, and besides smoking, drinking, or kind of whatever it is, or eating bad food, whatever, meaning you're fit or you have a fit appearance, but you're not healthy. And in the long term, it will hit you with a heart stroke or whatever. So we have to distinguish between healthy and fit. It's not the same. And many people believe because they're doing sport that they're healthy. No, they're fit. It's not the same. And I don't know. It was many years ago. I guess was it in Nature? Or no, it was in a cardiovascular magazine. They did a study on thousands of people, and they found out what is more important, being fit and or being healthy. And they said a little bit overweight, but being healthy is better on the long term than very slim and fit, but not healthy. And it sounds a little bit weird, but that's true. It doesn't. So being healthy is the most important thing, and then working on the fitness. But most people mix this, and that's not the same. Not the same.
Yeah, that's very true. Sometimes with all the different places I've gone to work out, I'll see someone who's very, very thin, almost to the point of being anorexic. And I wonder how they get the strength to do the workout, because you have to have something that's fueling you. So if you are someone who you're always counting the calories and maybe you're starving yourself, how can that have an impact on your ability to work out or even the quality of your workouts?
Yeah, I mean, of course, when you do, we have to distinguish. You're starting working out because you want to lose weight, or you're doing workouts because you want to build up your physique, you want to shred yourself. So if you want to lose weight, no matter how we see it, but it's always the same, less calorie intake than you're burning. That's always, you have to be in a negative calorie level. So yeah. Bringing less calories into your body than you're burning. That's one thing if you want to lose weight. So I always say to people, first of all, lose weight. Lose weight is the first thing. And then, because the point is, when you're starting working out in the gym and you're overweight, it's a little bit frustrating, because even when you're building up muscles, you don't see them because there's a lot of fat around. So get rid of the fat first. That's always my advice. Yeah, get rid of the fat first, and then start up building up muscles. And the point is, when you work out, for example, in the gym or doing whatever sports, of course you need a lot of calorie intake, of course, because you need the energy to perform, good energy, healthy energy. But this can be a counterpart when you want to lose weight. So I always say to people, lose weight first, get rid of the fat as much as possible, for two reasons. Because when you work out heavy, you have to do a lot of calorie intake. And while you're losing weight, maybe you learn about a different lifestyle, eating more clean and more healthy. And as I said before, and it's much more fun when you can see your muscles, you're working out, and then your muscles are hidden by the fat. That's not fun. No, it's of course you need calorie intake when you work out. But we don't have to mix it between losing weight and building up a nice body. That's two different things.
Yeah, it's very true. And we have one of our team members, Justin Marigliani. He does a show this evening, and he does heavy weightlifting. And he was saying that people will go into the gym already overweight and then wonder why they're not getting the musculature that they're searching for. And it's exactly what you said. You have to slim down first and then get the muscles. But what about for someone who is just, we talked about if you're not eating right, what about for people who are just not eating? They're thinking, I'm going to starve myself and do double the amount of exercise.
Well, the point is, when you're too slim, when you're starving, it's counterproductive, because your body needs fuel. And when there's no fuel to burn because you don't eat or you don't have enough fat, then your body is using the protein, your muscle. And then you're losing muscle mass. It's counterproductive, and that's very dangerous. No, you have to eat. When you work out heavy, you have to eat. But as you said, and Justin said in the beginning, mentioned it also in his show, is first of all, get rid of the fat and then work out. And for those who are very slim, no, you have to need an intake. That's not good, because you're eating your own protein, your own muscles. That's the point. But when you work out too heavy and don't have the calorie intake, you're eating your own muscles. Or your body's eating your own muscles because it needs fuel. So it takes the protein from your muscles. That's not really good. That's not very healthy.
Yeah.
But what I also mentioned is, what I also saw, I remember with my second wife, she was a yoga teacher, but she never went to a gym. She went with me occasionally, but she didn't like it. And she was much slimmer than me. So she looked fitter than me, but her body fat was higher than mine. because I had a lot of muscles, behind my body. So I would more have, I wouldn't say double weight, but I'm heavier, because it's muscle. So I don't believe also not in the body mass index, because the body mass index is the ratio between weight and height. And when you build up muscle, then your body mass index is very high, but maybe your fat is maybe 10% or even lower. So it's about really taking care about how much body fat do you have, and getting lean in the beginning.
Yes, agreed. Thank you. Something else I wanted to talk about, because I've noticed this, I don't know if this is a trend, but right before class will begin, I noticed that some people are drinking these energy drinks and they've got a ton of caffeine in it. And I gave up caffeine, it's now 7 years. But I think to myself, is it healthy to jack your heart rate up before you're going to be getting your heart rate up? But as a slower process, you're getting it all the way up to begin with before you start exercising. What do you think? Good idea to take a lot of caffeine before you start working out?
Well, first of all, I'm not a medical doctor. I'm not a fan of energy drinks. I don't like them. And it was funny because in 1993, I was invited by unfortunately, he passed away, by Dietrich Mateschitz, the owner of Red Bull, to sell his products. He invited me, but I didn't like it, and I don't like the ingredients. So I'm not a fan of this artificial drinks. What I do, to be honest, I push myself, yes, in the morning. As I said before, in the morning, I have a bulletproof coffee. That's what I do in the morning. So if I don't have the butter and everything with me, I just have a short espresso, and then I do my workout. It helps me. Absolutely, to get the energy and increase my metabolism. But I have a coffee in the morning, but most of the time it's a so-called bulletproof coffee, as I mentioned, with butter and coconut oil, good quality. I do it. Yes, I do it. But I don't take artificial stuff like whatever brand is on the market. Because, by the way, they have too much sugar, and I don't use any sugar at all. So yeah, it's too much sugar stuff.
Yeah. And I love what you also shared. We're not medical doctors here, so people should listen to their doctor and listen to their body. That's really important. We're going to take a very quick break right now and hear from one of our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
Ever dreamed of hosting your own TV show, sharing your story with a global audience? Now's your chance to shine. At USA Global TV and Radio, we make it easy for you to create, host, and broadcast your very own TV show. Whether you're a storyteller, entrepreneur, or industry expert, we help you bring your vision to life. With our exclusive interview, live streaming, and podcasting training, you'll gain the skills and confidence to captivate your audience. Our global platform ensures your voice is heard worldwide. Join our community of creators who are already making an impact, one show at a time. Step into the spotlight. Host your own TV show on USA Global TV and Radio. Book your discovery call today at usaglobaltv.com. Copyright 2025 USA Global TV and Radio. All rights reserved. Terms and conditions apply. To learn more, visit usaglobaltv.com.
Welcome back to It's Your Healthy Lifestyle here at USA Global TV and Radio. Let's bring back the star of our show, Mr. Roland Friedl. Welcome. Hello.
Hello. Welcome back. Yeah, thank you.
Hello. We're talking about 10,000 steps for your health. And we've talked about a number of things health related. We've also talked about setting goals and nutrition. What about sleep? How does sleep impact our ability to exercise?
Oh, sleep is very important. Very, very important. Of course. I mean, when you sleep, you have to, the recovering phase is so important, of course. Get a good sleep, get a good rest, so your body can restore, can reconnect with a higher source, whatever you believe in. You can recharge. Sleeping is very, very important. Absolutely. Secondly, we all know, for those of you who want to build up muscles, the muscle gain is not during the training, so it's in the recovering time. So the body needs time to recover so the muscle can be built. That's very, very important. Now, sleep is important. To be honest, I had times in my early years, in my 20s, 30s, when I was building up different companies, I was working like hell. I only slept for 4.5 hour maximum. Sometimes I didn't even sleep for 2 or 3 days. Not a good choice, to be honest. Now I sleep more, especially in winter. I sleep more. I guess I sleep 7 hours. Yeah, something like that. 7 hours I sleep. Yeah. Now, sleep is very, very important for me. And I know when I don't sleep enough, I don't feel good at the workout. I feel overtrained. And what I also experience is uh, when you don't sleep well, but also when you have a bad nutrition, as a combination is, uh, there's a higher risk of get injured during your workout. So I need sleep. Yeah, I need sleep. Sleep is so important. Absolutely, a good sleep. We had a show once. I remember about sleeping.
Yeah, and Red O'Loughlin has also done a number of shows on sleeping, and I'm really blessed. I have to say, I sleep really well, and I know a number of people who they just cannot sleep. And I think it starts with the mind, right? Because the mind won't shut down. And many times people will exercise as a way of calming their brain or just to get away from that. So, have you ever, and you don't have to share what they are, but have you ever come up with some really powerful ideas while you were out walking?
Yeah, of course. You have a lot of time, to thinking about. I'm not trying to overthink. I try to be more. To be honest, I did it in the past when I was running before and walking now that I was thinking about concepts, business stuff like that. I do less, to be honest. Just to really be in the present moment, enjoy the nature, and see the bird, or listen to the birds, and see the waves and stuff like that. But yeah, I have great ideas. Yeah, I'm much more creative when I walk and when I'm outside. Yeah, absolutely. But I'm not overthinking anymore. Yeah, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm not overthinking
No,
anymore.
you're not pressuring yourself, but I
No.
find that in the summer I do a lot of walking, and that's where I came up with the idea for Dr. Jacalyn, the business of Dr.
Cool.
Jacalyn. I was out for a walk, and sometimes I typically will walk 6 to 8 miles. And when I'm in mile 4, that's when I notice like I've sort of checked out. Like I don't even know if it's safe for me to be walking. So sometimes I'm just walking on a boardwalk back and forth because you could trip if you're not paying attention. But I've come up with some really creative ideas when I was out walking, and it wasn't something that I was intentionally trying to do, but the ideas came to me there.
Absolutely. I have always this small book with me. It says, it's a very small book. It says Dangerous Good Ideas, what I'm using.
What color is the book? Is it
It's
green?
blue. It's a blue, green, something like that, a mixture.
Oh, yeah. It looks okay.
Yeah.
Turquoise.
It's a Dangerous Good Ideas. A small booklet. I always have it with me, and I make some notes when I'm walking or whatever. This book is always with me. I make notes. Yeah, because there are sometimes the ideas come. I don't force it, but sometimes it's coming. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, when you get fresh air in your brain and your head, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
I
for
was
sure.
something about the 10,000 steps because in preparation of the show, I did a lot of research about 10,000 steps. Some people say it's not enough. Some people say 8,000 enough. To be honest, ladies and gentlemen, if you listen to this and you want to start, don't care about all the studies outside. Just walk. If it's 8,000 or 10,000 or 12,000, just walk. I call it 10,000 steps because it's a very common term for walking, 10,000 steps. But some people say 8,000 enough. Some people say 7,000 enough. Some people say it's not enough. Give a shit about it. Just walk. That's what I really want to recommend it. Walk, and yeah, whatever you walk, it's good. It's good. And don't
Now, do
care
you
about.
think it makes any difference if you're walking and it's hot out? You're walking, you're sweating, or it's cold and you're all bundled up. Does it have any impact? Is it different?
Well, I mean, when I walk in, to be honest, I always walk with my dog, to be honest. So I don't walk in summer during noon. So I walk early in the morning or late in the evening. So also taking care about my dog. Of course, when it's warm, I bring water with me. Yeah, that's very, very important for me. Um, so I have a good hydration. What I do is, so I walk every day, meaning 7 days a week. But to be honest, I don't do 10 or 12,000 steps in one. So it's maybe two walks: a walk in the evening and a walk in the day. So it's the total steps of the day. And 2 to 3 times a week, depending. 2 to 3 times a week, I also have a weight vest with me. So That's what I'm using. Not every day, but 2 to 3 times a week. I use a weight vest when I'm walking, just to challenge myself a little bit more. And I love weight vests, to be honest. But I don't recommend it for beginners. Not for beginners, but it's a good stuff to challenge yourself a little bit, because if you want to increase your workout, there are 2 options. You can walk faster, you can walk longer, or you can use a weight vest. And sometimes I don't have the time to walk longer because I have some jobs to do or some projects to do. So I can walk faster. That would be an option. The problem is with my baby dog. Yeah, well, she's 4 years. She's still my baby, but she's a quite large baby. She doesn't love to walk very fast, so she's sniffing around here, sniffing around there. So I cannot really speed up with walking most of the time, and that's why I use a weight vest to burn more calories and build up more core, especially core muscle. So there are different options. Yeah, you can choose the intensity by going faster, going longer, or using a weight vest. That's what I do in addition.
That's a good suggestion. I have a weight vest also. It's I haven't worn it in a long time, but it's 20 pounds, and I would wear it when I was riding my spinning bike. And what I found was when I was jumping out of the saddle, a few times the pedal broke off. I had to reattach because I think it was too much weight. Ah, there you go.
It is mine.
So what is it? Camouflage?
Yeah, it's camouflage. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's 20 kilos. 20 kilos is
20.
Around 45, 50 pounds or something like that.
Wow. That's a whole new level.
Yeah, but as I said, not for beginners, especially when you're weak, in your joints, or you're overweight and you don't have core muscles. It's not good. You damage more. Yeah. So, but when you get used to it, to walking, you have a certain fitness level. You really feel good. It's good to challenge yourself, even with walking with a weight vest. Or I also do my workout with a weight vest. When I do the scrunches or also with kettlebells, I also use my weight vest when I do my workout. Yeah, but again, not for beginners. Please not. Please not. Build up your core
Roland,
muscles.
I have you on Spotlight. I'd love to have you just share, because you have a wireless life, and
Yes.
you're traveling, but yet you're able to still get your workouts in, and you've got a TRX, and you've got the kettlebells. Can you just talk a little bit about how you're able to just set up some equipment right there outside of your motorhome and get a good workout in?
Yeah, because normally I always attended. I love gym. I love to go to a gym, but as I'm traveling, it's impossible. The reason for that is because I avoid cities. And the first year I was more in cities, so I could still use my membership, because they have gyms, venues all over Europe. That was really cool. But the last 2 years, I'm staying more in the wild, in nature, so there's no gym around. So I canceled my membership, and I work with my own body weight. So I have different rubber bands. I have jumping rope. I love jumping rope, by the way. I love it. Jumping rope. I do jumping rope. I have some kettlebells with me, but my favorite one is my TRX. This is an amazing tool where you can work with your own body weight. And yeah, when I walk with my dog, I find a tree or something where I can mount it. I do a little bit workout, then I continue my workout. I found another option where I can mount it. I do a little workout. I don't know. I start with my chest or my legs. So I love TRX because it's a really cool. It's small. It's a kind in a kind of a backpack. It's really cool. I love it absolutely. So, but for me, the beginning was a little bit challenging working with my own body weight, because I love this cool style in the gym, this weightlifting, this long bars, to be honest. But TRX is cool, yeah. But you need a lot of self-motivation. But they come over with an amazing instruction, with videos, also with an app for your smartphone. So it's pretty cool, and especially when you travel a lot, it's cool. I also will bring it. I always bring it with me when I fly. So in March, I fly to see actually a US client, the Diebold Nixdorf. They do their sales summit in Portugal. So they invited me to come over for 3 days to do some trainings. And I also bring my TRX. They have a gym. I know they have a gym, but I use my TRX also, and I'm mounted on my hotel, my entrance, on the door, and I do it inside my room, stuff like that. It's a cool, and I really love it. It's a cool gadget. It's really it makes sense for me because, there's so many fitness gadgets. Sometimes I look at YouTube, different fitness gadgets, what's new in the market, and I say, who the hell needs this? But anyway, no, TRX is a really cool stuff to work out with your own body weight. It's really, really good. Really, really good. I love it.
Yeah, I love it. I got certified to teach TRX, and I was teaching it when I was in Florida. And the teaching certificate's good for, I think, 5 years or something. So I could be wrong on that, but for a while. So I really appreciate it. And I love having you here today. And we're actually at the end of the show. Hard to believe. How can people get in touch with you, and who would you like to contact you?
Yes, catch me if you can. The best way is send me an email. It's office@mynamerolandfriedl.com. Like my website, it's my name, ROLANDFRIEDL, rolandfriedl.com. It's the best way. Send me an email and I come back to you. No matter, just to connect. At the end, it's in this world that changed a little bit the last decades. I guess it's more about coming back and sharing and caring and taking care of each other and share our stories, inspire ourselves. And I love to inspire other people. And so connect with me or go my website and rolandfriedl.com. From there, you can link to other websites with business concern when you run a company, SBS, or you can go to WLR, Wireless Life Rocks, where I mentor people who want to build up an independent business that allows them to travel or whatever they do. And I do a lot of men's works too. That's more or less. But the best way is send me an email and then let's start from there. You're more than welcome. I'm always eager. I always love to connect with other people all over the globe. It's always interesting to hear your story, and your desires and where you're coming from, and most important, where you want to head to. Yeah. So don't hesitate. Just contact me.
Thank you so much, sir. It was great seeing you, and we'll look forward to seeing you next week.
Always an honor, pleasure. Thanks a lot. And I'm very proud to be a member of USA Global TV and Radio family. Thanks a lot. And yeah, for our audience, please don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel too. There are all the recordings. And not only me, there's so many other amazing colleagues with beautiful topics. Whatever it is, traveling, pets, art, book, whatever, so many topics. So don't waste your time on the wrong channel. Go to USA Global TV and Radio and find what's interesting for you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Roland. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yes, that concludes our show today. It's Your Healthy Lifestyle. Thank you so much for watching. We have shows all day into the evening, so please do stay tuned. Click the bell if you're watching on YouTube, and also we're right now streaming live on Amazon Fire as well. So thank you so much. We are signing off for now, and our next show will be up very shortly. Bye.
Have you ever felt unheard? Like your words float into a void, leaving you invisible and disconnected? How about feeling judged, when assumptions overshadow your truth, leaving you misunderstood and defensive? And then there's that moment when someone offers solutions you never asked for, dismissing your feelings and leaving you more frustrated than before. It doesn't have to be this way. Dr. Jacalyn Kerbeck, the listening mentor, understands. She's here to help you reclaim your voice, build stronger connections, and create meaningful conversations that inspire understanding and mutual respect. Through her groundbreaking books, online and in-person courses, and interactive workshops, you'll learn how to navigate life's most challenging interactions. Discover the power of elevated listening and transform how you communicate. Master setting boundaries and asking permission to protect your peace. Learn to recognize and release judgment, fostering empathy and true connection. Dr. Kerbeck also offers personalized coaching, one-on-one or group sessions designed to fit your unique needs. Whether in person or virtually on StreamYard, her guidance will empower you to thrive. You don't have to struggle alone. The path to deeper connections and better relationships start here. Visit drjacalyn.com or usaglobaltv.com. Join a global community of empowered listeners and transform your life, one meaningful conversation at a time. Dr. Jacalyn Kerbeck is the listening mentor, Start your journey today. Thank you, viewers and listeners of USA Global TV and Radio, for joining us today. We're honoured to have your time and attention as part of our global community. At USA Global TV and Radio, we believe in the power of authentic conversations, meaningful connections, and creating a world of possibilities together. Want to be part of something bigger? Join our team of elevated listeners at usaglobaltv.com, a space where your voice matters and your ability to listen transforms relationships. Stay connected with us across all our platforms for thought-provoking discussions, expert insights, and empowering stories. Subscribe to our channels at youtube.com/c/USA Global TV. Follow us on social media and explore the endless opportunities we're creating for growth, learning, and inspiration. Together, we're not just broadcasting, we're building bridges and changing lives one conversation at a time. For inquiries, contact us at info@usaglobaltv.com. Music by Johnny Dies. Produced by Executive Producer and Director Dr. Jacalyn Kerbeck. Voiceover by Mike Porter. Creative Direction by Paul Garcia. All rights reserved. Copyright 2025. Visit usaglobaltv.com to view our full terms and conditions.